My name's Duddits and I build and stuff. Today I want to share with you the most powerful Warlock build I have ever used. This is without question in my top 2 Warlock builds over the last couple of seasons. I use it consistently, it's an absolute monster, great for every single activity. Melee monster is what I call this build. Meleeing, infinite invisibility, and we're going to be looping our Song of Flame and Prismatic. And when I say I've got 2 supers in this build, it is literally like having 2 supers. So stay with me, I'm going to break it all down. But the build itself is revolved around the exotic class item, Spirit of the Assassin and Spirit of the Synthoceps. And this is a combo that is just absolutely fantastic. It is so good for everything. So stay with me, I'll break it all down. Just before I get into the build, I've got a quick advertisement. I'm proud to be partnered with Advanced GG. This is just a really quick advertisement. I'm going to put one of these in my videos every week, just one of these. So Advanced GG, it's a product I've used personally myself over the last year or so, and I get quite a lot of offers for advertisements, but these are the ones that I really wanted to go with because, like I said, I've used the product myself and it is really good. And it is the only gaming supplement that actually is clinically proven to help your gaming performance. You get about 4 to 6 hours worth of energy with this, or focus, whichever one you want to go with. And like I said, I've definitely used it myself, I wouldn't lie to you, and it is absolutely brilliant. It does last for a good 4 to 6 hours, no crashes like you do on some of these other energy drinks that you can buy. I've got a code, just a special one, only lasting till the 15th of November. Duddits II30, you'll get 30% off just to the 15th of November. Back to the video, and back to this monster class item roll. I do hope you've got this one. Spirit of the Assassin, finisher and powered melee final blows, grant you invisibility. Spirit of the Synthoceps, it improves your melee damage when you are surrounded. So obviously you want to be getting surrounded, 3 or more enemies, just like so. So I'm just going to show you it sort of working in standard activities. I've also got you some gameplay of it working in the GM, and it's an absolute beast. But as you can see, once you get your transcendence going, you are literally, it is an actual extra super. It feels like an extra super on top of whatever your light super may be, or your dark super. So you can literally just run around like a ballerina and just infinitely invis. If you stick an Arcane Needle on there, this doesn't do like the most damage, but it unravels, and you actually get 3 of these as well, which pairs nicely with the aspect, which we'll go into in a moment. But you can actually get the invisibility from the Arcane Needle as well. But like I said, having 3 of these Arcane Needle charges is absolutely brilliant, and it does unravel if you do need to use it. But what I like to use is the Lightning Surge melee, which we'll go into in a moment, and this enables you to lightning across the ground, blink and amplify, and you jolting everything, get a few kills and you're going to amplify yourself. And this, when you're surrounded, it feels really nice with the Synthoceps. So obviously the aspect is going to be Feed the Void, the first one, it's too good not to run. Infinite Devour, healing on tap, and then Lightning Surge. That paired with the Arcane Needle, you're going to get 3 of these to blink forward and jolt things. Getting a few kills will make it amplified as well. So again, obviously with the Synthoceps, you want to be getting right in the mix of these enemies, and just being able to go invisible is absolutely brilliant. And it is quite a long time as well, like 10 to 15 seconds sometimes, which is pretty crazy. So you could just literally ballerina around. Song of Flame is a super of choice, although you can run any super you want. I just like Song of Flame just because of the aura of invincibility you get with this. You get so much damage reduction. Scorch and ignite things, and all of your solar and kinetic weapons are Scorch, do like get incandescent, and obviously you're getting that radiant on top of that as well for that extra 25% damage. But once you've got your Prismatic super up and your Song of Flame, or one or the other, you can literally just loop these together with a few fragments, which I'll show you. Don't forget, whatever you pop your transcendence, you do get that extra bit of damage as well. So you can literally just run around, get in the mix of things, and it does destroy really tanky enemies as well, including shielded enemies. Now, a couple of fragments that really make this work, so we can loop our Song of Flame and the Prismatic one after another. Facet of Grace, defeating targets with kinetic weapons, grants you bonus transcendent energy. Defeating targets with your super grants you and your nearby allies bonus transcendent energy. Your Song of Flame gets you loads of kills, so you're going to get a big boost to your transcendent energy. And then Facet of Sacrifice, when we have an Arc, Solar or Void buff, i.e. Devour, all your final ability, Final Blows, will grant you bonus Darkness Transcendent energy. These two together enabled you just to loop your Song of Flame, like in this clip here. Even if you've got like, say 50% of your Prismatic supercharged, by the time you've got your Song of Flame done, you've either popping straight into your Prismatic, or you just need that tiny bit of energy. So you can pop your Song of Flame, which lasts for about 20-30 seconds, and then you can pop your Transcendence straight after that, and you can run around and just infinitely melee things, go invisible, and do plenty of damage with that synthoceps, and it's just an absolutely insane combo, so strong for everything. I've got a few other fragments that really make this build work as well. Facet of Dawn, powered melee hits against targets make you radiant, so we're always going to be radiant with this build as well. 25% extra damage. Facet of Protection, this is just a no-brainer because you're going to be surrounded quite a lot as well, so you get some damage reduction from Facet of Protection. The next one will be Facet of Courage. This one is really important. I'm going to focus on this one a little bit. Your Arc, Solar and Void abilities. Now don't forget the Lightning Surge is Arc, will do extra damage by targets afflicted by a darkness debuff. So you're going to get an extra 10%. If you run a Cold Snap Grenade, what you want to do is get your Cold Snap Grenade down first, freeze an enemy, and then go straight in with your Lightning Surge melee. That will give you that extra 10%. And also when you're in your Prismatic, you've got your Freeze and Singularity Grenade. This also applies Void and Stasis, so you've always got a way to proc that Facet of Courage. So these two are just really nice. You get that extra bit of damage when from your Cold Snap Grenade before you do the melee. You can also run something like Aegis as well, which I did tamper with a little bit, but we'll go into some weapons as we go. But as you can see here, we're 32 on Expert, and it's just an absolute joke. I've also cleared this Onslaught Legend with this build quite a few times, and it's just an absolute cakewalk. It's so easy. You clear out ads like left, right and centre, and you'll see again there, I've almost got my Song of Flame, so you can do it the other way as well. So by the time you've come out your Transcendence, you're going to have a big chunk of your Song of Flame, or vice versa. Use your Song of Flame like you saw in the other clip, and then you'll be able to pop straight into your Transcendence. And it is literally like having a minute long super. As long as you can keep going, it just feels so good. I'm not going to say broken, because it isn't. It just feels really good. Now with weapons, there's loads of different ways you can go with this weapons. I quite like running the new seasonal exotic grenade launcher for the weakening. A Baron action, something like Pugilist and Incandescent is just an absolutely perfect combo. And then Chill Inhibitor. I haven't got the God Roll, but Bait and Switch. A Chill Inhibitor just absolutely destroys. Now how's it working in the GM? Well, absolutely fantastic. Look at that. 4 enemies instantaneously gone. And you've got that invisibility for safety as well as survivability. Against these tanky gladiators, if you've done this GM, you know these are quite tanky. You'll see there, I put my Freezing Singularity down to proc that Facet of Courage as well, to get that Stasis and Void on there. And you can also, don't forget, for your Cold Snap Grenade to get that extra bit of damage if needed. But most of the time you don't actually need it, it's just there as an extra bit of damage. Now, another weapon that fits really nicely into this one is the new Arcane Embrace Shotgun with Trench Barrel, because you're going to either be your Song of Flame, or you're going to have that Trench Barrel procced from all the melees that you do, and you're going to proc that Trench Barrel really nice, plus the Radiant on top of that as well, and it's just an absolute mess. It is so good, and you are literally like a hunter. You've so much invisibility. It is just really good. And then the other thing obviously to mention before we finish the video is being invisible with finishers and melees is just extremely handy for end game stuff. I'm going to leave a build card from my friend over on Twitter, Mr. Slayer God, in case I didn't explain everything good enough. I will also leave a dim link in the video description and all details about the advanced GG supplements and products. I'll leave all that in the video description as well, in case you want to delve into that and have a look yourselves. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great weekend and a great Friday.